These countries, China, India, in fact, all of the emerging countries are going through a very rapid transformation. And the reason is economic growth is much, much higher than in the developed countries. We expect emerging markets, on the average, will grow by 3 times faster than the developed markets. Now, that's one side of it. The other side is that the population increase is maybe 1% or less than 1%. So you have population going up by, let's say, 1%, GDP growth of at least 6, or in the case of China and India, maybe 8. If you get that kind of situation year after year after year, per capita income, of course, is going to be growing very fast. You have fewer growth, lower growth in population, and very high growth in incomes. So that means that more and more people in emerging markets will be moving up the income ladder. And of course, as they move up, they will become bigger consumers. So that's really the very revolutionary trend that we're seeing, not only in China, not only in India, but globally. Emerging markets, we believe, are going to become much, much more important than they are today. As you know, the market capitalization of emerging markets now is 32% of the total world. And that will be growing to over 50% in the future because of the growth rate of the economies, and of course the capital markets will also grow. The other transformation that will take place is that these countries will graduate, so to speak, from just being export-oriented towards being domestic consumption-oriented. And we're seeing that, for example, in the Chinese 5-year plan. You're seeing the growth of consumerism in India, the same thing in Turkey or Brazil or Mexico, wherever you want to go in the emerging markets world. The consumer is becoming more and more important. It's going to vary from area to area. Some countries are very close to that. For example, per capita income in Russia is higher than a lot of other emerging markets. So you might see that transformation. But you must remember the water level is rising globally. Although emerging markets are growing faster, there's still a big gap between per capita income in the developed countries and the emerging countries. So generally speaking, they're moving up as a group with, of course, some differences in between. And per capita incomes are still relatively low, and it'll take quite a few years for that to change.